So me and Brett LaSala team up for Sik Summer 2025, and we won on Rowdy Radial's class. The very first thing that happened that I'm actually really happy about it is like we got connected with the guys from Motion Raceworks. Doug Cook and Brett LaSala, those two guys, and don't get me wrong, there's more people on Motion, right? But those two guys are phenomenal. I had the opportunity to work with them closely, and they're really passionate about drag racing and what they do and how they handle their business. So when we spoke about joining forces for some stuff, that idea came up. They have one pretty specific car that's like the people's car, you know, like it's crazy. A lot of people already drove this car. This car does have awesome results. It wasn't meant to do what it's doing, but it just does so well that we talk about, let's do a swap. Let's make El Toro, their Foxbody, a FuelTech equipped vehicle. So we got them some parts. They did a phenomenal job doing the swap really quick. It took them about 3 days to do a complete swap from a previous system to a 600. And they did like a simple install because that was the whole purpose. It is a simple car. We wanted to keep it simple. So it is a single turbo precision 88 mil Coyote engine that they install a 600, the FT600, and one Nano, right? One Nano Pro, one 600, nothing else. The car does not have VGTs. It has the basic sensors, fuel pressure, oil pressure, you know, wastegate pressure. So the basic of the basic. They put it together and they brought it here to the dyno, right? That was the first great experience. Cameron and Felipe, they work on the car. They made the car, you know, drivable, running good, making good power. In, I don't know, a handful of laps, that thing was making close to 1,500 horses to the tire. And that's pretty stout because it is a Coyote engine, but it's not crazy modified. Yes, does it have good parts? It does. But it's not like Brett's engine on his car. He has a green Mustang that runs 6.0s on the quarter, right? With a stock block Coyote, heavily modified. So this one is not as modified. We were running about 25 pounds of boost, 28 pounds of boost, but it made great power, about 1,500, like I said. And after we did this, so like that's about 4 days in, they moved the car to the track, right? Where I met them on Sunday, and we did Sik Summer. So Sik Summer is the summer edition of Sik Week, and Sik Week is one of the most famous drag and drive events. A drag and drive event, I'm gonna make it simple for you guys. It's where you have a race car, and you race at the track, but you also have to drive in between tracks. So it's the ultimate challenge, endurance racing for drag racing. Because you're not just drag racing and putting on the trailer and going to the hotel. You actually drag racing the car with only the stuff that you brought with you and on your small trailer, because you need to haul the trailer, right? And a small trailer, you cannot haul like a big trailer. And then after that, you need to pack your stuff and leave for the next track. And you need to do over and over again for a full week. So we've been to 5 tracks. Actually, the first and the last is the same one. So we've been to 4 tracks on 5 days, right? And we make like a whole circuit where we go to one, to another, to another, to another, all the way to the last one, right? And who wins is who can get the best average, right? We were running on the class that's called Rowdy Radials, and we were able to get an average of 4.89 to the 8 mile, right? And that's pretty stout for a pretty simple Coyote, a glide to speed single turbo deal on 26 by 8.5 tires, really tiny tires. They're like this tall, about this wide, right? So El Toro is a simple car, but really effective. We were able to go down every day. One of the days were crazy hot, so we abort some laps, but still, the car will go down, spinning the tires. I would have to do some driving, right? But it was crazy fun. that small tire and running in the middle of the day with radials actually make it really challenging. So it's not that simple to go crazy fast. It's not even simple to go down the track. A lot of people just struggles to go down just because the track is so challenging, right? But that whole event was off the hook, was amazing. You know, the car is equipped obviously with motion parts. So they have TBM brakes, they have RIFE sensors, they have FuelTech on board. Everything works as is perfect, right? There's nothing that we can complain about the car, right? We were able to use the car as much as we could. Yeah, there's some minor hiccups. We have a radiator that wasn't cooling off. We had to find someone on marketplace to buy another one and adapt to the car. Transmission's getting a little hot on the highway, but like overall, it was an amazing experience. And honestly, telling that this was my first drag and drive event, that I was actually participating, not just watching, it's way more fun than I thought, because the challenge does not stop through the whole day. You're trying to figure out how to turn around the car quicker, how to do a good lap, how to go to the next track, figure out different tracks on different days, right? Trying to understand where do you go, right? Because even that, they do give you where you have to drive around, but at some points they give you like, okay, from this point it's up to you. You can go there, right? You'll go to checkpoints, take some photos and stuff like that. But like a lot of stuff amazed me in a good way. We had two guys with FuelTech that caught my attention because like I already knew them from following what they're doing. And actually one of them I know for a long time, but I never been with them racing. And I was able to witness they racing and how good they are. So Steve Morris was racing his wagon. That car is unbelievable cool. It is like a pro mod wagon, right? And he runs on the unlimited class, but metal class, because it's really heavy car. And he ended up taking the second place overall, right? Overall, he was the second quickest of the whole week. And then Deal Brothers, they had a Mustang, a Pro Street version. They ran on the 6 seconds on the quarter mile every day. That's a new record. Not just they won their class, they won the class with a record. And they all running FT600s as well. So myself winning Rowdy Radial's FT600, Deal Brothers winning Pro Street on FT600, and our buddy Steve Morris, second place overall, second on his class as well, with FT600. All three cars doing great on drag and drive and using all the features that you have to, never skipping a beat and going down the track as fast as they can. The 600 has a lot of features that can assist people on drag and drives, and I was able for first-hand experience that. So we were running from track to track with pump gas, 93 octane deal. And we were racing down the track with VP fuels, C85, amazing fuel, right? But pretty different from gas. And we were running a flex fuel sensor and using FuelTech flex fuel adaptation to actually swap in between. And that was great. When we were driving, the fact of the unit has a built-in dashboard that also, it's a way to tune it, was so easy to, on the fly, do small adjustments that we haven't done at the dyno, right? Because we didn't have the opportunity to go through that small section, like running in high gear at 2200, just stable on the highway. It was so easy to go there and fine-tune the car. And 2-3 days in between going from track to track, the drive tune was amazing. The car would crank right up, free drive like a dream. Fuel consumption was actually awesome. We were doing 15 to 25 miles per gallon on pump gas with a race car. That was awesome. That was impressive. Drag and drive events are, they have like their particularities. And it was cool to see there were so many spectators. And every track, you would have spectators from that city or, the neighborhood, the people that go there. They also have cars racing from that area. So it's, there was, I don't know, about 400 cars competing on the whole situation, but sometimes they would have over 800, right? Locals running. And one of the cool things is there was a lot of coverage by really good people, right? So Sik Summer itself, they have their coverage and stuff. There's some people, but I would like to highlight one group, 1320 Video, because those guys are crazy passionate about this, and all of them, like it's actually a good thing when you see them. You can interact with them, and they know how to capture If you don't know them, I really recommend you guys to go into their Instagram and YouTube because they do amazing on the coverage. They talk to the racers, they talk to the organization, spectators. They do what is going on the race. They did a couple of videos that I actually thought that was great. They do videos about just the background, like stuff that's happening that you don't even pay attention sometimes, you know, something blowing in the wind, people talking behind the stands or something. But in the end, that's what it's racing about. It's not just the racetrack, right? It's everything that happens before, during, and after the races. And I think they captured those moments flawlessly. So me and Brett, we had a beautiful time, you know. That guy knows everything about drag and drive. He won, he broke records, he's fast as hell, so he was the one behind the strategy. He was telling everything about, oh, we need to do this, we need to go this way, we need to go that way. And then I was trying to do more what's my expertise. And I wouldn't say my expertise, but we'll have to do. So I was driving, focusing a little on the driving, and doing also, you know, engine tuning, power management, and discussing with him, what do you think, what this engine can take, what the chassis can take? Because he knows the car, he knows the engine, right? We were trying to work as a group, and honestly, it worked out really well. So huge thanks for Motion Raceworks and all the guys that work there. I had the opportunity to stop by their company Tuesday night, and it's impressive what they have, what they be doing, how passionate they are about what they're doing, and how much effort they put on drag racing to assist people to go faster and faster with the correct product.
Let's go, boys!
Thank you.
He's a beast! Oh, did you see him move around? 119. He started moving around, top of low gear, like whoa, whoa! 150. Man, yeah!